Time to meet one of the biggest traffic-generating giants, Facebook. The word Facebook is no longer foreign to almost every nation's population. Facebook took the world by storm when it first made its official appearance in 2004. 4 years after its launch, Facebook garnered more than 100 million users. To date, Facebook announced they have over 1.9 billion active users and 1.15 billion mobile active users. The definition Facebook provides for active user are users who have visited the site in the last 30 days, followed by monthly growth, the average percentage of growth rate from the increase of active users. If you think this information is a waste of time, then making traffic from creating a free Facebook page is not for you. Believe it or not, these numbers put Facebook on a golden plate, making it harder for business giants out there to ignore. Did you know the like and share buttons are clicked to almost 15 million websites daily? The potential of your own website's content to be shared and liked are higher with the help of Facebook. Don't forget the demographic users of Facebook. The split between female and male users on Facebook are similar percentages, which means you should be able to effectively reach both genders on Facebook. Since there isn't a large statistical difference between both genders, content generated is usually easily distributed and shared among everyone. On average, users spend about 20 minutes per Facebook visit, spanning across billions of users. That's a decent amount of time to make your relevance, to get the most traffic out of it. Some online marketers may be overwhelmed by the amount of time and effort they should spend on Facebook just to make a grounded appearance to active users. Generating traffic using only a free Facebook page may seem impossible at first, but this information given out to you is more than enough for you to take advantage of it. Time to get familiarized with the basics of a Facebook page. In this segment, you will know the 3 important guidelines of generating traffic using a Facebook page. Studies show for you to reach, engage, and transform normal users into your followers, you need to understand how even the smallest, most fundamental things contribute to the bigger picture of your needs. First off, the solution. Ever wonder how laptops and notebooks gathered more popularity nowadays rather than a personal computer? Eventually, tablets over laptops and notebooks? Smartphones over tablets? The pioneers of these products created solutions, not merely products. That's why they sell. Products may be relevant investment, but solutions offer a better option over products because they improve consumers' daily lives. Reinterpret your products to a different purpose. Post and share your needs to be created to offer solutions to users. That way, your post will spread like wildfire over every news feed. Next would be the access. There is an abundance of options to make your services or products available online. It's no longer about walking into a physical store, but more towards shopping online. Making purchases on the move portrays convenience, thus attracting more users, or in this case, traffic. Finally, education. It sounds like a cliche, but believe it or not, while promotion is shouting praises over your products, it's short-lived. Businesses need to sustain their traffic cycle by providing relevant updates. Hence the need to educate users in ways equal to offering them consistent satisfaction over their concerns. This way, you unconditionally weave a thread of emotional connection to users, albeit responding to what your users want to know or experience about what you're offering. That's why certain products, like laptops for example, come with complimentary items like a mouse, screen protector kits, and even a backpack. The provider has anticipated the foreseen problems by tackling them with necessities for the main item purchased. This way, users are likely to spread the news physically or online. Either way, you gain the traffic. Facebook Page Traffic Generation, Part 1. In this module, you'll learn how to create a free Facebook page, plus navigate through the important items to optimize for your Facebook page from your profile picture, cover image, and all the way to your post. First, create your new Facebook page. Should you already own your own main website, treat this page as your second website. The whole idea of generating traffic is to steer users to your main website. But if this is going to be your main website or store, you might want to consider using one of our previous paid traffic methods, Facebook ads. That method will be far appropriate if your Facebook page is your main website. To get started, create a new Facebook page. To do so, create a personal profile, sign up, and fill in the necessary details in the sign-up page on Facebook.com. If you have an existing personal profile, use that to create a new Facebook page. It's advisable to do so because it'll be easier for you to gain views over your existing friends. Click Pages on the left side of your newsfeed under Create and choose your type of business. Either choice will prompt you to fill in the important details necessary for other users to find you and, of course, the name of your business. You will be directed to your page. Next, treat your picture as your own brand, thus use your business's logo for it. Click this box and upload the photo. Then on the bottom of your page name is an option to create page username. This is one of the effective ways for people to find your page in Facebook search. The best way to do this is just use your page name as your username to ensure a concrete search result. Your username must be at least 5 characters long without generic items or extensions. Then there's your cover page. The only difference to it would be to treat your cover page as your business's current activity or advertisement. If you have a long-term sale or new product launch coming up, it would be wise to advertise it on your cover photo. Once you've got that all set, you'll need to fill in one of the most crucial parts of your page, the About section. Over here, you have all the necessary information to be filled for the ease of educating your followers of your business. Remember to fill in all the relevant sections, especially your contact information. Most businesses neglect this section, which in turn didn't generate a lot of traffic to their main website, and that is not advisable. Now that we've settled the crucial itinerary of your page, next we'll start optimizing the usage of your Facebook page using relevant posts to gain traffic. Welcome to Part 2 of your traffic generating method using Facebook. In this module, we'll explore the kinds of posts available for you to create and have it reach users around Facebook. Don't ever leave your page looking empty. An empty page is defined as a page without new content every week. At most, you have only 5 posts. And most of your posts contain only likes, but no comments from users. Worse yet, that post of yours is not relevant to your page. So before you start sharing anything, keep in mind to do so. You'll need at least 5 to 10 posts readily available on your page. That way users won't be discouraged to follow you because those posts show you are active and it's ready to be shared. Use any relevant items you have from your main website and post them within your page. Plus, we advise that you put the relevant links of your website on each post to steer users to your website immediately. Once you click on Post, you have 7 different options of posts to choose from. Choose one in relevance to your post. Should you wish to share a photo or video of your products and services, click the icon and a pop-up to upload in differing methods are available. Each option comes with a self-explanatory description to ease your decision. Then you get to advertise your business. Here you'll see 3 options. The first requires your update, your call to action button, which we'll talk about later, and second requires you to pay to advertise. The third option is for you to share this page with your friends. Since this section is all about utilizing free traffic, the third method is for you. Next is starting a live video. It's recommended to start a live video after you've announced you're going to make one. The appropriate length of time between your announcement and starting the live video should be at least 5 minutes apart. The longer you keep your followers waiting, the hype will lessen. Get Messages allows you to share a post where followers direct messages to you regarding the post itself. This is one of the options for you to get an immediate response from your followers. Creating an event allows you to invite your followers and other users to join an activity you've organized. If it requires users to purchase tickets, copy the link of your ticketing website to the event page creation. Create an offer will give your followers the opportunity to redeem any offer set by you at a certain period. Finally, writing notes. This is suitable to manage any frequently asked questions or FAQs and any relevant how-to or any permanent rules or regulations that require users to read up and refer to should they have questions about it. Next, you'll learn how to maintain your consistent activity using Facebook Insights. We've reached the concluding segment of generating traffic using Facebook. So you've settled on new fundamentals for your Facebook page and created one, branded your Facebook page using your logo as your profile photo, and uploaded exclusive images as your cover photo. You've edited your username and updated your most important item of all, contact details. Plus, you've prepared up to 10 posts, importing and linking them from your main website. So what's next? Facebook Insights. Click on Insight at the top of your page screen. Insight assists you to understand your audience. You'll see a page summary for the last 7 days of your activity. You will be shown your actions on page, number of page views, number of page likes, amount of reach, post engagement, and videos. Actions on page shows the amount of clicks you're generating. These clicks are generated from users who want directions, phone numbers, your websites, and action buttons. This list is viewable by age, gender, country, city, and device. Over at Page Views, you'll see where users are coming from to get your page, and where on your page they went to once they're on it. Page likes lets you monitor the number of likes you're getting, both paid and organic likes. In this case, we're aiming for that organic likes. Reach shows how your posts get more likes, comments, and shares throughout the user's news feeds. Post engagement, on the other hand, allows you to understand how people are responding to your post. Finally, videos. You'll see the amount of views generated from those videos you posted, including the number of minutes they viewed. Inevitably, Facebook Insight is making it easier for you to identify what kind of post generates more response from your followers. Did they click on the link provided with the post? Does it reach other users' news feeds? Did you manage to drive users to your main website? All this information about users who visited and followed you is important in your business decisions. Once you've managed to get a grasp of your followers' interest and concerns, you'll be able to craft an effective post. Do not forget the call to action button. Head back to your page and click the Add button icon. This makes it easier for users to take action. Various service options are available to choose from. If you want your followers to get in touch with you, click the icon and choose the best suited option for your business. If you click Call Now, the phone number you filled in at the About section of your page will appear. Clicking Add button will allow an instant button to be created as Call Now, and you're all set. Utilize the options on Facebook page to ensure you get everything covered. Never leave your page empty, as this discourages users to follow you. Insights helps to analyze your followers and users' demographic background. Finally, be engaging. Welcome to the Facebook Ads module. Facebook Ads is one of the most vibrant platforms in the world of advertising. There are infinite numbers of ways to send your messages across via Facebook Ads. Since Facebook's establishment in 2004, Facebook's ad revenue grew exponentially, just under $2 billion in 2010 to $12.5 billion in 2017. The ads on Facebook account for more than 9% of total digital spending and 18.4% global mobile advertising. The reason behind its rapid growth is because Facebook created paid advertising opportunities, which permit their users to reach out to very specific demographics to convey their messages. Currently, there are no other paid traffic channels that would have access to targeting very specific audiences effectively, apart from Facebook. Facebook's advertising tools enable businesses, as well as organizations, to reach individuals who are most likely to purchase your product or service. They'll ensure that the information that you choose to disseminate only extends toward a relevant audience, which is in line with your advertising goal. Therefore, it's highly unlikely for you to waste your resources and advertising your products or services blindly. When you choose to advertise with Facebook, Facebook will narrow down the demographics for you to identify your target audience accurately. This may include their interests, age, and location. We'll explore this subject in more detail in the following modules. With great targeting power comes great responsibility, as expressed by Forbes.com. This is definitely true, as Facebook ads have the advantage of connecting you to a very specific audience in no time. The mechanics behind the process also demands a very thorough understanding. To master the mechanics, you have no choice but to dive in and get your feet wet. Only when you start, you'll get familiar with the process. Welcome back to the Facebook Ads series. This module will walk you through the steps in selecting the right campaign for the purpose of generating leads. To kickstart your advertising journey, you would need a Facebook account, which I assume you do. To date, there are over 1.23 billion Facebook users worldwide, and it would be a loss if you are not one of them. It simply means that you're losing out in driving traffic towards you. When you already have set up your personal Facebook account, you are now left with 3 crucial steps. 1. Set up a Facebook business page. 2. Set up an ad account for your business page. 3. Set up a business manager account for your ad account. The first step to start your campaign is to set up your Facebook business page. Some of you may notice that there are users who advertise their products or services using their individual accounts. However, regardless if you choose to advertise it under an official company name or individually, you would still need to set up an official business page to sync it with your ad account. What is an ad account? When you have set up your business page via Facebook, on the left-hand side of your page, you would notice a Promote button that will direct you to the Facebook ad account. When you've accessed the account, you will automatically see different campaign objectives that are already listed by Facebook, which range from awareness to conversion. The ad account functions to organize your advertisements according to your selected campaigns and their respective goals. There are 3 main categories in which the Facebook ad account uses to organize your ads. 1. Your campaign's name and objectives. 2. Your ad sets, which include targeting, budgeting, bidding, placement, schedule. 3. Types of ads, which include copy, images, media, destination. To generate a successful campaign, there's a systematic and effective method in organizing your ad account. When you start on a new campaign, you should have multiple ad sets separately under your campaign. Your different ad sets should also have one specific advertisement. The campaigns are organized in such a way that you will have more control on the advertisements which you wish to publish. Secondly, as stated earlier, your ad sets will have their own budgeting. When you separate your ad sets, you'll get to manage your advertisements according to your budget. After you've organized your campaigns and your ads account, it's time for you to set up your Facebook Business Manager account. Some may think it's unnecessary to do this, but if you plan to expand your business, you'll find yourself managing multiple pages and advertisements for different products or services. This also means that you'll need to set up more than one ads account. This is when the Business Manager account comes into play. Your Business Manager functions to manage your multiple ads account. When you have multiple ads account, each separate account caters towards different clients or businesses that you serve. You pay for ads with different payment methods. You then organize each ad account based on their campaign objective. One of the greatest advantages that you'll obtain when you set up your Business Manager is that you're able to track the performance of your ads across the different accounts. A report will be generated on the assets and people that your business is responsible for. I hope you now have a better understanding on how to set up your pages, ads account, as well as your Business Manager. Later, we'll be exploring the 4 main campaign objectives that you should be paying attention to in order to generate your traffic and sales in the next module. Hello there and welcome back. In this module, we'll be exploring the basic fundamentals of Facebook advertising. This includes selecting the most suitable campaign objective to generate traffic to your cause. So what you need to realize is the most recent Facebook ads account has 13 different campaign objectives for different and very specific purposes. Your advertising campaign objective is the action you would want your audience to take. Setting your campaign objective and selecting the most suitable one will determine the overall success of your advertisement. As our main objective is driving traffic towards your business, we'll be focusing only on 4 campaign objectives, which are traffic, video views, lead generation, and website conversions. Let's explore each in more detail. First is the traffic objective. With traffic as your objective, you're able to send people to your websites from Facebook and increase the number of visits. You're also able to get people to download your app. There are various ads formats for you to choose from in order to advertise your ad, which ranges from photos to slideshows. Secondly is video views. With video views, you're able to show your prospective customers your product launches, behind-the-scenes footage, as well as testimonials to raise awareness as well as marketing your brand. Videos are proven to be a credible source in promoting your products or service. Next is lead generation. This campaign objective is very effective and useful as it functions to collect information from your prospective clients by asking them to fill out a form in the ad with their details. Their information may include their age, email addresses, as well as interests. Lead ads are useful to collect sign-ups for newsletters, price estimates, follow-up calls, and business information. Last but not least is website conversions. This campaign objective is to get your customers acting on and using your website. For instance, you can track conversions when a customer purchases a product from your website. To enable website conversion ads, you will need to use the Facebook Pixel for websites. Hi there, and welcome back. In this module, we will be walking you through the fundamentals of Facebook ads cost. Understanding Facebook ads cost is important so that you are able to work within your budget and maximize your return on investment, or ROI. There are a lot of factors that affect your Facebook ads cost. Therefore, there's no fixed answer to the famous question, how much does Facebook ads cost? Everything from your audience to your bidding plan directly influences how much you're going to pay for your ads. Always bear in mind that the cost that you spend on your ads is also dependent on how you align your budget. This means, as an advertiser, you'll state how much you are willing to pay for an ad. You can manually adjust this on the pricing and bidding section. If you choose not to, Facebook will automatically calculate a bid for you within your budget and how long you choose to run your advertisement. Assuming that you are relatively new to the Facebook advertising scene, let me recommend a budget that works for you. Let's begin with $50 if you are opting to drive conversions for 5 days. Every day, Facebook will take up to $10 per day in advertising your ad. The reason why we do not go beyond $50 is because you want to test your ad first before deciding to invest in a higher amount. Imagine if you start investing $100 for your ads and the results don't even make up to your advertising costs. This proves to be a waste of your investment. Hence, test it out first and scale it upwards when you've discovered the advert that works for your campaign's objective. What are the factors that affect your Facebook ad cost? There are 3 factors which include your target audience, the quality of your ads, and the time of the year. First, let's discuss your target audience. The audience you choose will directly affect how much you're paying for your ads. This is because it's possible that other people are trying to target your audience as well. For instance, my company is selling handmade shoes. The audience that I'm targeting is not going to have handmade shoes as their only interest. These customers also love baking, fishing, traveling, and fine dining. Multiple companies will target each of these traits uniquely. All of us are inevitably competing against each other to place an ad on this group of audience. This brings us to the second factor, which is the quality of your ad. The quality of your ad can cause your ad's cost to skyrocket or lower dramatically. There are 2 factors that you want to keep in mind when evaluating the quality of your ad, which are the relevance score as well as the click-through rate. Your ad's relevance will be scored from 1 to 10 and is assessed based on how relevant your ads are to your target audience. You can obtain your ad's relevance score by heading to your Ads Manager account, where the Ads Relevance tab is added to your ads report. The higher your relevance score, the lower you'll pay for your ads. Your click-through rate, CTR, is the number of clicks divided by the number of impressions. A higher CTR will indicate a higher relevance, thus more value to your audience and lower cost for an ad to be advertised. Last but not least, the cost of your advertisement is dependent on the time of the year. There are peak times in a year when advertisers are all flocking to Facebook for their ads. During this period, the competition is higher, and as a result, you'll pay more. Black Friday and winter holidays are the most demanding and busiest times of the year, but it still can be worthwhile with the extra cost as you can attract more audience to your offer. The most important thing to note when aligning your budget for Facebook ads is to start small and test your ads out. You have to keep trying different variations of ads to get the right conversion for your target audience. When you found an ad that brings in high conversions, scale your budget higher for your ads. Remember, relevance is always key, and this may directly affect your ad's cost. Hello there and welcome back. In this module, we're going to discuss how you can target and retarget your Facebook audience through Facebook Ads Manager, as well as Facebook Pixel. This strategy can only be implemented if you have your email list and engagements on your site. The first step is to target your Facebook audience using Facebook Ads Manager. For targeting, let's focus on how to create lookalike audience. Lookalike audience is an approach that enables you to reach out to new people that are potentially interested in your product or service. This approach is very practical and simple to execute, as you do not have to compile all your data or statistics regarding your offer to get this approach running. All you need to do is to upload your email list to Facebook Ads Manager. To begin creating your lookalike audience, head over to your Adverts Manager at your Audiences section. Then click Create Audiences in the top left, and then select Create a Lookalike Audience from the drop-down menu. Next, choose Custom Audience and select Customer File. For the customer's file, you'll have several options where you can either choose a file or copy-paste your customer's data, or import your customer's email addresses from MailChimp. What's MailChimp? MailChimp is an email marketing service that allows you to send marketing emails, automated messages, and targeted campaigns. On the next section, you are then asked to choose the country where you would like to search for a similarity to your customer's base. Finally, you need to choose your desired audience size with the slider and click Create Audience. From here on, Facebook will search for your prospective audience who are interested in your product or service. The second step is to retarget your audience on your Facebook advertising campaigns with Facebook Pixel. Facebook Pixel is a piece of code that allows you to measure, optimize, and build audiences from your ad campaigns. One of the biggest advantages that Facebook Pixel has is where you can track the actions visitors take on your website across devices, and this will inform you on the performance of your Facebook ads. Among the various interactions that Facebook Pixel is tracking, how your customers are moving between devices before conversion happens. This will determine the number of visitors and the percentage of users who would view your ad across desktop or mobile. Facebook Pixel will then optimize your ads to target people who are most likely to take action. Taking action is defined as either making a purchase or signing up for an application on the website. Facebook Pixel will also automatically run ads based on the relevance and the best time for visitors to visit your website. Therefore, if you're running your Facebook ad and you notice that there are no actions taken on your website, it's time for you to kill your ad and change it to a new one. In the world of Facebook advertising, it's all about testing and more testing to get your campaign right. Another approach to this strategy is to retarget your audience for your upsells. This strategy works when your audience has gone through your first, second, and third sales ads, but they opted to make their purchase on the front end only. One way to lead them back to your back-end sales is when over a certain amount of time, you should retarget your sales ads back to them after they've signed up. If you want to invest more resources on your ads and maximizing their full potential, you need to place more emphasis on your back-end sales instead. This is because the back-end sale is where you make most of your money. Hi there, and welcome back. In this module, I'll walk you through 3 simple steps in building your visual portfolio for your Facebook adverts. Believe it or not, the success of your adverts is 80 to 90% dependent on the images that you choose to display. Images are the first thing that will grab your audience's attention. Therefore, it pays to invest some time in curating and selecting the most impactful images for your advertisements. You don't even need an expensive camera to capture good quality images. All you need is the right strategy and tips. Always remember that your images are speaking up for you. The first step is to choose relevant images that your audience can resonate with. Bear in mind that your pictures will be competing against other Facebook users, which includes pictures of babies as well as fancy traveling destinations. The key is to focus on your business's features and make it stand out from the crowd of other images. This can include the people, the environment, and the product that you're offering. For instance, if you're operating a cafe, try and capture your cafe's ambiance, the coffee that you're serving, as well as the friendly staff that are ready to attend to their customers' needs. Do not post pictures of furry animals unless you're in that business. The key here is to be true to your context, staying relevant, so that your audiences are clear of what you're offering. This brings us to our second step, which is getting familiar with your advertisement size. Always remember that your audiences are moving from one device to another. They can be on their computers, and 5 minutes later, they can switch to their mobiles. Hence, it's important to adjust your image's size to fit the needs of your audiences and the different devices that they're using. These are the standard rules that you would want to apply for your images across devices. Always remember that the width of your image needs to be 1.91 times the height. If you want a full-size image on your advertisement, 560 by 292 pixels on mobile devices, 400 by 209 pixels on desktop, 100 by 72 pixels on sidebar. If you do not choose any of the sizes above, Facebook will automatically resize your images to 154 by 154 pixels or even 90 by 90 pixels. Consequently, you will need to resize your photos before putting it up on your advertisement to ensure that the audience may view it in the best resolution possible, as it is also your selling point. The third and final step is to use less text and more of the actual images. This means that you need to keep your text at a maximum of 20% when you're using images for your Facebook advertising. Use actual images when you choose to post images of people or living things, as it gives more of an impact as compared to vectors. When you really need to use vectors for your adverts, make sure to make an impact by using pattern interrupts such as eyeball staring to trigger emotion, colorful and vibrant vectors to captivate their attention, strong borders to captivate their attention as well, familiar images the audience can resonate with, peculiar or ridiculous images, those trigger the audience's curiosity. When you've come up with your ads and you've selected the appropriate images as well as the correct size, it's time for you to test run what works for you and your audience. If it doesn't work, try and play around with your image sizes and the choices of images, whether your audience will be attracted more to real-life images or vectors, and figure out if you're staying true to your advertisement's context. Optimization is always key. Welcome back. We've reached the final chapter of the Facebook advertisement series. In this module, we'll walk you through the steps to optimize your Facebook ads to increase your chances to drive more traffic towards your offer. From the previous courses, I'm sure that you now have an idea on how to run your Facebook ads. However, running your ad is one story and optimizing it is totally a different one. There are 4 critical steps to your Facebook ads optimization. 1. Defining your campaign's goals and strategies. 2. Refining your lookalike audience. 3. Narrowing down your retargeting audience. 4. Facebook ads A/B testing. Let's discuss the first step to optimize your Facebook ads, which is defining your campaign goals and strategies. In the earlier modules, we've emphasized on how important it is to be clear of your campaign objectives. The optimization process of an ad campaign begins before the first ad even gets created. In the context of driving traffic to your website or landing page to generate sales, there are two important strategies to abide by. One, your ad's creative. Two, your ad's conversion tracking. Firstly, it's your ad's creative. Visuals are proven to be effective in promoting consumer products. Therefore, it's important to use professional pictures for your products. Adding a human element can increase the number of clicks. Do not focus on the features of your offer. Instead, focus on the benefits that it can bring to your prospective clients. Secondly is to optimize your Facebook ads conversion tracking. Always use Facebook conversion tracking. Remember that you're not interested in clicks or likes, but your Facebook ads cost per conversion. Once you've got your Facebook conversion tracking in place, split test your ads campaign to search for the right audience and design. The second step to optimize your Facebook ads is to optimize your lookalike audience. To refine your lookalike audience, you need to test out your ads using different selections of interests when you are building your ad. Once you've discovered the right set of lookalike audience and interest, it will definitely reduce your cost per conversion. The third step is to narrow down your retargeting audience by breaking them down into various categories instead of grouping them into a single entity. For instance, you may have audiences with different interests, age groups, and locations. When you break them down into different categories, it allows you to be more focused and specific in conveying your message to various audiences. Through this approach, it's possible to increase your audience engagement and improve your conversions from each audience's category. Another approach to retarget your audience is by expanding the age gap of your audience. For instance, you're putting up your ad where you're offering a software and the targeted audience are tech-savvy users. Most advertisers will pick an age range of 18 to 44. Usually, a younger audience will need permission by their guardians to make a purchase, or they don't have enough money to make the purchase. Therefore, by increasing the age gap, you are lowering the cost per conversion, as you're only attracting the correct audience. The fourth and final step is to run a Facebook ads A/B testing. To determine which ad campaign works better, you'll need to run a split test. How do you execute this? Running two different ad campaigns on two different devices, mobile and desktop. This approach will effectively allow you to target each audience with a specific message instead of running a single ad campaign on different platforms. Two different ad campaigns on different devices mean both are targeted to different audiences to detect the differences in the results. You don't need a massive ad spend budget to run your split test. Just utilize your standard Facebook ads budget and split between the two campaigns. Creating Facebook ads campaigns requires a lot of optimization and testing. Testing helps you in determining which major or minor changes are required to adjust your campaigns. This will improve the performance of your ads, creating a positive opportunity to drive traffic and increase conversions to your landing page. Hello there, and welcome back to the Paid Traffic series. In this video tutorial, I will provide you 5 steps in creating your first Facebook ads campaign. The first thing you need to do is create your business page, which I've done for the purpose of this tutorial. And my page is called the Big Traffic Fire Sale. So after you've created your business page, what you need to do is go to the right-hand side of your page, and then you'll notice there's a Create Adverts option, so click there, and then you'll be automatically directed to your Facebook Adverts Manager. Okay, so now as you can see, you have to choose your campaign objectives. So there are different campaign objectives for which you can choose from that have their own different purposes and outcomes. So there's awareness, consideration, and conversion. But for this particular tutorial, I will only be focusing mainly on conversions, which will help you generate leads and promote your products to your prospective clients. So now, the second step that I'm going to take is select my subcategory from conversion. And the one I'm going to select is website conversions. So website conversions will help you generate traffic to your website. and get people to take valuable actions on your website or application, such as adding payment information or making a purchase. Next, you need to have a campaign name. Let's see, we'll put Big Traffic Fire Sale in this field. And then you can set up your first AdWord account. Now, on the left-hand side of your page, you can see that you've already created your campaign objective, which we've set to website conversions earlier on. Now we want to create our new AdWord account, but first you need to fill in the details, which includes your country, your currency, as well as your time zone. Let's set it up according to the United States. So your country is the United States, so you should change this to US dollars. And we're taking Los Angeles as our time zone. Now we're going to head to the advert set. Now press Continue. We're directed to the Advert Set section, which has several subcategories under it, so we'll go through it one by one. The first one is conversion. What's conversion? It's where you choose which site you want to promote, like your website or your app. We're selecting Website or Messenger. Next, we select a conversion event. What's a conversion event? A conversion event is a method you choose featuring activities going on your website. So let's click here. When you scroll down, these are all the different methods that you may choose from to describe your website activities. We'll go with View Content. View Content tracks key page views, for example, the number of people who have viewed your product page or your landing page or the articles that you've written. Let's go with this one, View Content. And the different methods of tracking the activities on your website are all generated by your Facebook pixel. The next step that you need to do in your advert set is identify audience. What you must do next is fill in all the details here, which includes your audience's location, their age, gender, and also language preferences. Now let's see, we only want to advertise to people who only live in this particular location. In this case, they're in the United States. Click on More Detail and it reveals people in North America and South America. Next is age. The age range is also very important because you would only want your intended audience to visit your page. Gender can be all, men only, or women only. And also your language preferences. In this case, we're only targeting people who speak English. The next step is detailed targeting. Detailed targeting is an option that enables you to target a very specific audience. We need to click Browse, and you can target people from a certain demographic or interests or behaviors and other categories. Let's click on Interests, and you see a wide range of categories you can choose from. Let's say your audience is only interested in business and industry. The most useful part is when they actually list down how many people are interested in that particular category. For instance, advertising has 190 million people, agriculture, architecture. These people also described having interest in this particular category because they've recently liked pages related to architecture. Next, you must identify where you want to place your ads. There are two options, automatic placements and edit placements. This is where Facebook decides where your ads will automatically appear. and they'll be placed in an area where they'll likely perform best. In our case, which is conversions, they'll show up in the Facebook desktop or the mobile feed. For edit placements, you'll want to filter your Facebook appearances. For example, you don't want your Facebook ads to appear on Instagram or Audience Network. So you can opt for Edit Placements. Now we've reached the final category of the advert set, which is to identify the budget and schedule. Facebook will actually ask you to name the amount of your daily budget. I'd recommend $10 per day because you want to scale small. This is the first time you're advertising with Facebook ads. It's best not to blow your budget and spend beyond your means. So you'd only spend about $70 per week, and this is quite reasonable for the placement of your ads. Now we've reached the final stage of setting up your Facebook ads, which is the formatting of your advertisements. First thing is to decide how you want your advertisement to look. You can choose carousel or single image or single video or slideshow. Usually we go with carousel, where you can create an advert with 2 or more scrollable images or videos. Next is to choose the images and links for your Facebook ad. For starters, I recommend you manually select your images and links to place in your carousel template. Now, if you choose to autofill, Facebook will automatically generate the image for you. Now we must set our text. Let's write "sending hordes of visitors to your website," and this will be the text your audience will see in your advert. Next is to select your destination, which is where your audience will be directed after they've clicked on your advert, which could be your website URL or Messenger. For now, I want them to go to my website because I want them to be directed to my landing page. As you can see, on the right-hand side is a template of how your adverts will look on Facebook. There's the headline and new link description and also the call to action button. There are several call to action options: learn more, contact us, and others. Next is to select an image for your advertisement. So select image, and you can upload any image you like from your image library on your desktop computer. So you click there. And I select this image of traffic lights. Then click Confirm. And your images will appear in your advertisement. So this is what your ad will look like. Now you need to fill in the details of your headline. This is the major headline that will appear on your Facebook ads. I've written "Big Traffic Fire Sale." Then the description of your headline. This should be very, very short and very, very direct and clear so your audience will have a clear idea of what you're trying to promote. I've added how to generate traffic. Your destination URL would be the link off your landing page or website. Then finally is your call to action button, which you have to choose from. There are quite a few options. What you select depends on your campaign objectives. I selected the Learn More option because I want people to learn more about what I'm promoting. After that, just place your order and you're done. Introducing Search Engine Optimization, also known as SEO. Almost everyone is a user of Google search engine. This web browser has dominated the world of web browsers, and millions of people are looking for information all around the globe at this moment on Google. You are not the only one looking for similar information. In fact, thousands of us are scrolling through that first page of Google search results. Most of us won't bother clicking the very next page of that result. Ever wonder about these results Google provides for you? What makes them appear before any other search results? That would be the search engine optimization, also known as SEO. So you just put your business online. You thought all you need to do is just create a website and you're all done. Over time, you realize no one visited your page, and most probably it's because they couldn't find your website. In the end, you want to hire someone who could help you generate visitors, or in this case, web traffic to your website. Before you even think about hiring an SEO agent to help you optimize your site, know about SEO first. The process needs to be transparent to you because it is not as hard as you think. In fact, you might have even done it unknowingly before. What's more, it is a free traffic method. In here, you'll learn about SEO and its relevance to your business trafficking rate, a special step-by-step on how to optimize your business online using SEO, and finally, SEO's potential in your business future. Time for you to meet your optimization friend, the SEO. SEO is a form of action or process to generate traffic from the organic or natural results of your search engines. Organic or natural results are unpaid search results based on the relevance or hit of your search. These results are determined by Google's search algorithm to detect the site most optimized to their criteria and your search. Sometimes you can even see snippets, as Google calls it, from an optimized site. What is the algorithm behind Google search for SEO, you ask? We will uncover that during our special step-by-step on how to optimize your site. For now, here's a better picture of these organic search results. Say, for example, you look up in Google browser on how to publish your own book, or simply publish your book. You'll see up to 10 search results from this first page. As you can see, the first 4 results have ad labeled beside their link. These are paid traffic ads or simply non-organic results. Further down, as mentioned before, you may even see snippets linked to a site. According to Google, snippets are programmed to extract a portion of what users would see on your site. This featured snippet helps boost the user's attention to your site. This is what most online marketers are aiming for because it lasted longer than paid traffic ads. A recognized page by Google as a form of organic search results, and it's all thanks to SEO. For example, this snippet from lulu.com on Publish Your Book in 6 Easy Steps. The information given is just a gist of what this website is offering, and it successfully grabs users' attention. Clicking this link would add traffic to lulu.com. Most online marketers and online business owners would love to see their products or services to be the very first page of Google's search results, or even better, the featured snippets. Who doesn't? That would mean your page is successfully optimized to grab Google's attention and put them on top of their search list. The clicks you received from users are all that matters. Their clicks are your traffic. Research shows that 70% of Google users wouldn't even click the second page of their search results. If they can't find it in the first page, they would retype their search using different relevant keywords. Thus, the cycle continues. So let's do a small recap of SEO. As mentioned, it is a process of getting that unpaid organic result from your browser, in this case Google Search. These search results are driven by Google's complex search algorithm or criteria to be found by users. Given your website is search engine optimized, of course. SEO allows online businesses to thrive by generating audience or traffic, using the user's click. The more clicks you receive, the more traffic will be generated to your site. To do so, you will need an effective optimization. This is where you uncover effective steps to fully optimize your site to generate traffic you desire. First off, Ask yourself, what exactly are you trying to optimize? Or if you've tried SEO before and it didn't produce results, what should have been optimized? Identifying exactly what you, not anyone else, but what you want is important to get traffic, because those optimization options will be converted into keywords, phrases, tags, and even categories that in turn will be your most important ally in SEO. Remember how Google has a search algorithm? Experts have been trying to crack the code of Google's ideal optimization search, and they concluded that it is truly a peculiar process. Sure, there's more than just Google as your web browser of choice, but Google is strongly monopolizing the browsing game. Statistically, most online marketers are aiming for Google's search recognition. Some of them go to the extent of researching Google's search ranking process, and they've managed to discover two agents that influence its tracking system. The first agent that you'll need to be familiarized with is the on-site optimization. This agent is known as the process of ensuring that your own site would achieve a certain recognition level by both search engines and your viewers. The approach is direct. All you need to do is optimize your site within the site itself. How do you do that? You will need to ensure that you put the right keywords, phrases, categories, or even tags. Why? Well, Google will need to know the subject matter of your site in order to steer it to the right search results. I'll give you an example. Say you have a blog post in a common area known as the WordPress. In it, you have a post that talks about how to publish your own book. The most important keyword lies in your title. Would you write your title differently? Yes, you may, but keep in mind that you will need to be direct and concise. Something like publish your book in 30 days or the art of publishing your own book. Similar keywords are maintained in both titles, publish book. When it comes to categorizing or tagging your post, you'll need to reflect your title to fit with the subject matter. This would ease the locating your site process by Google. This is one of the basic formulas you could easily solve within your site. All you need to do is identify the words you want to optimize the most and do so on site. Simply add new category under the categories and tags section. Tags, on the other hand, can be anything relating to your post. It's mostly used to associate more specific keywords with your post. You can use words like publish, book, self-publish, to name a few. Now, let us continue with the next agent. The next agent of SEO is the off-site optimization. Off-site optimization is a process of ensuring your site achieves the highest rank using external approaches. Simply put, it's not optimized within your site. You'll need other sites, multiple platforms to steer Google into your main site. By now, the most important site as ranked by Google will be announced as the highest ranking site in a search result. You'll see this site mostly in the very top 3 of your search results on the first page list. To be one of those sites, explore how Google evaluates the importance of a website. The key to Google's attention is through links. You see, the more links are being shared on multiple pages, the more important your site will look to Google. Take a look at this image. Your site is at the center, and you have multiple sites sharing or linking your site in their site. Google will define this site, your site, as a presence of authority. The formula sounds simple, doesn't it? Well, not quite, because your real challenge would be how many other sites are actually linking your site, or do you have ample reliable content for users to consider linking to it? Most times, the perception of a site's authority is regulated by the number of sites that are linking to it. When your link appears on a bigger platform and recognized blogs, it will steer your site to rank higher in Google's list. For example, previously you have a post regarding the art of publishing your book. It's generating views on site optimization. However, your traffic is not meeting your expectations. So you wanted to use the off-site optimization agent by linking your main site to other platforms. Most online businesses resolve this problem by creating multiple social network accounts. These social network giants, such as Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, or even Snapchat, are sometimes more efficient in driving traffic than your sole website. This is because online users around the globe have at least 2 out of the previously mentioned social network accounts. You either create a page, a group, or a profile dedicated solely to your business and start building it up using content from your website. This way, you're generating views by linking your main site to these platforms. Doing so allows your links to be shared to users of these platforms. Your traffic will rise, and slowly your site will be presenting an authoritative figure to Google. What's next between you and SEO as your traffic generating agent? As you can see, the agents are there to assist you in achieving the traffic you want to your site. The more traffic you generate, the higher your site's authority is perceived. There are 2 additional ways to implement on-site and off-site optimization. Meet the white hat and black hat of SEO. They are known as part of the implementation method for you to utilize on-site and off-site optimization. White hat SEO is the legal optimization vehicle to generate traffic to your website, while black hat SEO isn't. Despite the need to keep pulling traffic to your site, there are cases where desperate online users would opt for black hat SEO. White hat consists of building links to your site and analyzing potential optimized keywords. Its objective is to increase the fame of your site through a relatively good content that is practical to be shared and linked to, thus increasing your traffic slowly but steadily. Black hat, on the other hand, is none of that. Those who practice this are deemed guilty of breaking the rules set up by Google to achieve the highest ranking of searches. It's illegal and can get your site to be penalized and potentially banned from the ranks of search engines. The most important aspect of generating traffic using SEO is patience. No site can accelerate its rank within a day's time, unless, of course, you pay for the service. Fret not, because the key to a steady growth of traffic is consistency. Consecutively, the words used to create your post should portray the chosen title. Always check wordings to your link and the reliability of your link. This eases other users who want to share your post to the world and bring you traffic. Finally, don't leave your site stagnant, even for a day. At the very least, you should be making a post at least once a day. This would give you the reputation of consistency amongst readers, knowing they could rely on you for an update. Nobody likes a stagnant blog or page. Keep in mind, using the method of SEO takes time for your site to be recognized. Whether you integrate the on-site and off-site agents or both to help you out, the results you want might come in slower. All you need to do is maintain your consistency from the above elements, and you'll do great. Hello and welcome back. In this module, we'll be discussing another paid traffic vehicle, media buying. Now, what is media buying and how does it work? Media buying is different from owned or earned media. It plays an important role in marketing, especially for those in internet marketing. Media buying works in a way that you purchase the most strategic and advantageous slots and spaces for the advertisements of your product or service. Media buying options may range from newspaper ads to primetime television slots, as well as online banner ads. For this particular module, we will be focusing mainly on the internet marketing context, which involves online banner ads. When you generate traffic through buying media, there are 4 important factors to consider. Identify your budget, the product being advertised, your target audience, your campaign goals. Let's go through each component one by one. Firstly is to identify your budget. If you've just started out with your business, it's better to scale small to ensure that you do not go over budget. Be detailed and calculate how much you're willing to spend on an advertising space, how long, and why. Secondly is to identify the product being advertised. You must be clear and direct about what product or service you're offering. For instance, if you're selling traveling packages to New Zealand, then your advertisement should direct your audience to a landing page giving more details towards your offer and not a generic page. Thirdly is your target audience. Who are you trying to reach? Who is your target market? What are their demographics? Answer the following questions to determine who they are. This will aid you in identifying the best site to advertise your banner. Last but not least is your campaign goals. What are you aiming to achieve with your banner ads? Is it to generate traffic? Is it to create awareness? Be clear of your objectives so you can measure the campaign's success in achieving your goal. Once you have your ad or banner on display, you're not only responsible in driving traffic to your website and converting to sales, you also have to ensure that you continue to optimize the advertisement's performance throughout the entire span of the campaign. That's why it's important to determine where and when your ads should appear. This requires strategic planning to ensure that you do not waste your resources, time, and money. This way, you're able to generate and sustain continuous traffic to your favor effectively and efficiently. In the following modules, we will be providing you with useful tricks and tips on how you can gravitate traffic to your cause. Welcome back. In this chapter, you learn one of the most important strategies in ensuring your media buying campaign's success. The proven way is to reverse engineer your existing resources. What is reverse engineering and how do you go about it? Reverse engineering simply means that you work backwards. Instead of crafting a brand new plan for your media buying campaign, you make use of the information and resources that are readily available. The key here is to model what already works. This saves you a lot of time and money, as you don't have to reinvent the wheel and work with what is already there. Let me give you an example. How do you drive traffic towards your ads campaign via a specific site when you do not have any traffic to begin with? Most ad campaigners don't realize that the source of traffic is already there. Online users are constantly navigating from site to site every minute. It's your job to figure out which site or page they're viewing and how to redirect them to your website. One way is to reverse engineer from your competitors' campaigns. Identify their offer and their audiences. Have you come across a website with a banner promoting specific benefit, such as slimming ads or supplements? These ads are from affiliates or business owners just like you, and if you ever stumble upon an ad which has already served the site for quite some time, chances are the person behind the ad is making a boatload of money. Therefore, it's important for you to work backwards and pinpoint what exactly are their secrets in managing profitable campaigns. All you need to do is find where the existing traffic stream's at and get your message across. In the next module, we'll be digging in deeper into 5 essential variables that will be your foundation in setting up your successful campaign through media buying. Hey there, and welcome back. In this module, you'll learn the 5 distinctive variables that will ensure a successful online campaign. Before coming up with your campaign, there are 5 variables that must be taken into account to assure that you're on the right track. It's also to ensure that you maximize your return on investment and minimize your losses. That's what defines a strategic business owner. This module applies the reverse engineering strategy shared with you in the previous module. When your ads aren't working, refer back to the 5 variables and remember to not have more than 2 unknowns out of the 5. If you do, it'll be hard for you to produce an effective ad to lure massive traffic. The 5 distinctive variables are: 1. The demographics of your prospective customers. 2. The offer. 3. Your landing page. 4. The source of traffic. 5. Your ad copy. First are the demographics of your prospective clients. Before putting up your banner on a specific site, you must identify who's your target audience. As stated in the previous modules, identifying your target market is one of the key factors to an advertisement's success. What's the point of advertising without anyone even being interested? Therefore, you need to get your demographics right. There are 4 points of information to gather. Who are they? Where's their location? What site are they on? What are they interested in? The answers to the questions will give you a bigger picture on how to strategize your ads and which site to display them on. If you put the right offer in front of the wrong demographic, it won't convert. The second variable is your offer. You must be sure of what your offer is. What are you selling? What are the price points? What are your upsells and downsells? An effective way to model your offer, of course, is by reverse engineering. How? Go through or purchase your competitor's offer. Yes, that's the ultimate secret. It's a form of research where you don't have to devise a new plan entirely for your business. Instead, you tweak your offer according to your competitors. When you found a proven model, go with it. Why waste resources and reinvent the wheel? You can tweak and improve it later when you've made boatloads of cash. Third is your landing page. The landing page is the most important page in the sales funnel. Your landing page is where the prospective clients will be directed to after they've clicked on your ad. The landing page needs to provide information on what you're selling, where it can be in the form of videos or previews. Whatever it is that you're planning to do, cater towards your audience and what's working for them now. Always observe the market, work backwards, and adopt a landing page that's already successful. Let's move on to the fourth variable, which is your traffic source. As mentioned in the previous module, most ad campaigners don't realize that the source of traffic's already there. Online users are constantly navigating from site to site every minute. The question is, how do you redirect them to you? Last but not least is your ad copy. The ad copy is equally important as the other elements, as it's the gravitational factor that influences the prospective clients to decide on whether or not they should click on your ad to know more. It determines your click. There are 3 ways to write a persuasive ad copy. The first step is to use the AIDA model as a guide to write your copy. AIDA is an acronym that stands for Attention, Interest, Desire, and Action. It's an approach used by advertisers to describe different phases of consumer engagement with an advertisement. The second step is by commanding attention to one big idea. This means that you need to focus on your headline. The headline will be the first thing your consumers look at, even before an image. A good headline focuses on your biggest product benefit. Thirdly is by promoting readability with short and broken sentences. Your sales copy needs to be easy to read. Your readers don't want to make an effort in reading your content. Remember to master these 5 variables and maximize your potential by reverse engineering. Hi there, and welcome back to another module of the Media Buying series. In this chapter, you'll learn the importance of identifying your direct and indirect competitors. When you venture into any business, there's always competition. Therefore, you have to take a strategic step by identifying who are your direct and indirect competitors, especially those who are a step ahead in the business and are creating massive profit day by day. Why is conducting a competitor analysis necessary? First and foremost, when you have an idea of who you're competing against, you will take the initiative to take it up a notch. You can use the information that you have to improve your business performance when you compare it with your competitor. You're also able to identify gaps in the market. Most important, you can leverage on your competitor's traffic source as you now know what the audience is willing to pay for. The same case applies when you choose to advertise your product or service via media buying. There are 2 types of competitors. 1, your direct competitors. 2, your indirect competitors. First, let's understand the direct competitor. Your direct competitor is defined as the company offering the same product or service as you are. For instance, if you're selling health supplements, you notice that Company A is also selling health supplements. Meanwhile, your indirect competitors are those who are offering an entirely different product or service than you are, but they are catering to the same demographic. This means they have the same target audience as you do. Let's illustrate an example. As stated earlier, your company's selling health supplements, catering to a specific audience. In this case, let's say your customers are focused on elderly folks ranging from 50 to 70 years old. For Company B, they are serving the exact same audience as you are. However, they're offering a different product. Company B is offering a fitness course for their customers. What you need to know is there are sites or applications that allow you to track your competitors' performances. One such software is SimilarWeb.com, which is free and practical for those who want to have a rough idea of how their competitors are doing. If you want to dig deeper and have a more detailed description of your competitors, then you can opt for WhatRunsWhere.com as well as AdBeat.com. To subscribe to this site, you have to pay $200 per month. Among the useful information that sites provide regarding your competitors include: what is their niche? Where are they generating their traffic from? Which referrals or advertising platform are they using? For example, Taboola.com, Alternative Daily? Which site are they purchasing their ads from? How many visits do they have on their landing page? When you have gathered the information, you can figure a way to model it to fit your campaign. Be more innovative and add more value to the products or services in the gaps that you've identified. Remember, driving traffic is about 90% offer, as Internet marketing specialist Russell Brunson puts it. When you've got the right offer at the right place at the right time, you'll surely generate the amount of traffic that you deserve. Hi there! In the previous modules, we discussed on how to reverse engineer and model your offer plus useful tips to drive traffic to your campaign. Now, in this module, you'll learn the steps to start creating your banner and managing your first offer. The first step before creating your banner is to identify your budget. To ensure you're working within your budget, use Ad Network to generate and run your banner. Ad Network is a company that connects advertisers to websites to host their advertisements. When you opt for their service, they'll continuously run your banner in every site possible, but that does not determine your success in generating traffic. The cost of advertising through Ad Network is quite high. Unless you own a multi-million-dollar empire, you may be spending an extra $10,000 to $30,000 to run your ads on multiple sites. Therefore, start small by scaling it small. Keep these 3 simple steps to ensure your banner's success. 1. Determine the size and style of your banner. 2. Connect to an ad server. 3. Set up an even delivery or frequency cap. First and foremost, determine the size and style of your banner ad. A lot of people make their very first mistake by choosing the wrong banner size for their ads and wasting their resources. Select the standard size, which works perfectly in all sites and is great for starters. The size is 300 by 250. Secondly, select your banner style. There are various banner styles to choose from, which may range from editorial, video, tabloid, handwriting, and many more. When selecting your style, make sure to align it with your campaign, as it's also a factor to drive traffic. I know some of you may not possess the expertise of creating your own banner. To save time and cost, you can hire freelancers to design your first banner for you. There are 3 sites where you can hire freelancers for good quality work: $20banners.com, freelancer.com, upwork.com. After creating your banner, do test runs on your ads. This is when an ad server comes in handy. An ad server is a paid software that helps you in test running your ads on different sites. It will do all the labor for you, where it helps you track how many views, clicks, and purchases that you've generated after the run. This tool is very practical and saves you a lot of time. Some of the ad servers you may consider are Ad Shuffle, Site Scout, and Zito. After running your ads, take note of the results and how much clicks and the sales you've been receiving. Consequently, to maximize your return on investment, set up an even delivery or a frequency cap for your ad. What does that mean? It's a setting to control the number of times a customer views your ad in a specific time frame. For even delivery, you determine the most effective time to run your ad. For instance, when you have test run your banner, you realize that during the weekdays there are less visitors on your site as compared to weekends. Therefore, you only set your ad to be viewed on weekends, so you don't waste your resources. Meanwhile, for frequency cap, you determine how many times a customer views your ad in a day. If they view it multiple times as well as clicking it, but they do not result in purchasing your product, it may also be a waste in resources. Hence, you may want to allow only a one-time viewing per day per customer for your ad. Hi there, in this final module, we'll walk you through the steps in testing out your ads. In the previous media buying module, we explored testing small and scaling small. When you are new in the business, it's better to test your ads in a small quantity and not waste your resources. So how do you execute that? First, test run your banner ads on multiple sites starting small with 3 to 5 websites. This way, it's possible for you to track your ad's progress effectively. Your tracking includes how many views your ad generated, how many clicks received, and most important, how many customers were interested in navigating to your landing page. Did it result in a purchase? Next, ensure you come up with various banner styles to test run your ads on multiple sites. Have a collection of 10 different banner ads with different styles focusing on the same theme. Your styles are to have a mixture of editorials, videos, and cartoon banners, or others. This is to ensure that when you test run your banners, you're able to observe which one performs better compared to the rest. Let's illustrate an example. For your first campaign, you see from 3 banners above, the cartoon banner has the most clicks compared to the others when run on multiple sites. Therefore, you can maximize your return on investment by focusing on one particular banner that works for you, in this case, the cartoon banner. However, it does not mean that you should discard the other banners. You can still experiment with the other banner styles for your next project and test run it again. Next is for you to apply the 2 times conversion rule. A lot of people usually give up on their first campaign when their banners do not generate any traffic. My advice is to be patient and apply the 2 times conversion rule. This simply means when your cost per ad, CPA, or how much money you invested for your product is $100, run your ad until you achieve $200 in return. Then decide whether to carry on or to stop. This means you have to break even and you have not wasted any of your resources. Making sense of the whole process, optimization is key when it comes to internet marketing. To recap the whole media buying process: 1. Design and create your banner in multiple styles. 2. Test run in multiple sites. Start small, preferably 3 to 5 sites. 3. Connect to an ad server to track your progress. 4. Identify which site and banner generated the most traffic. 5. Focus on what works to maximize your return on investment. I guarantee when you've mastered the art of media buying, you'll find it's a game where you figure out a new and effective way to generate your desired traffic. All the best!